So try to show everything that you can from the tips. Your tips are together really well. For the most part, you're looking well to these 5 players, but we haven't made any contact with all these players, okay? And you're looking at your score far too much. You know the piece, okay? Breathe a little bit deeper. Breathe a little bit deeper, and that'll help them to take more bow, and it'll help them take more air, okay? Respond more to what you're hearing. Okay, try it again. Good. Stop. Now, as a percussionist, something that you're starting to figure out right now, and I want to make mention to them about it, is that their tone is not immediate. You're used to playing the marimba, the vibraphone, whatever it is, and hearing ta, and now you're hearing ta, and you're not used to it yet. Just go with it. You do the tempo that you're doing, and they'll play where they're going to play. The better the ensemble, usually, not always, the better the ensemble and the slower the tempo of the piece, usually the further behind the beat the ensemble plays. So it's a kind of a phenomenon that each conductor gets used to and trains the ensemble to play where that conductor wants them to play. Make sense? Okay, but I see that you're like, this is wrong. No, it's right. Okay, try it again. So, who's crescendoing more, you or them? Is that all right with you? Okay, what are we missing from her? 3 words. Impulse of will. Okay. You're a quiet person? Depending, yeah, okay. So, again, we mentioned this last week. One of the great things about being a conductor is every time you conduct, you get to live out of your personality and get away with it. You know, it's really fun. Okay. So, yeah. So, impulse of will, whatever that means to you. Because you heard the violin mess up, and then like 2 beats later, you looked over like, was that violin? Something I didn't like. I don't remember what it was, but and you'll see that and you'll hear that, which is great. Okay, but that's something that will become much faster because of this class, and then that will happen in your rehearsals. In whatever you're playing, you'll be more apt to respond quicker in rehearsals that you're conducting or that you're playing in. Comments, please.
I really liked how in this last one, I'm going to use these specifically, you made really good eye contact with me, and like we shared a moment. And I liked how at the beginning you were just staring at those 5 people, and then you actually changed it and made me change.
I was going to say, and it was a measure 3, when we have the breath mark, if you can make the release translated into an upbeat, so it's more in time, that'll help people enter better after the breath. Because like what you did was like we followed you, but the entrances were a little choppy. Okay.
Yeah, did you mean to take that out of tempo? Because it looked like you wanted to take that out of tempo because you did it every time.
I'm not really sure.
Okay, and that's not wrong.
Really thought about it.
That's not wrong to do. But what Megan is saying, 1, 2, off, and 1. So the release and the breath is in time as the prep for the next downbeat. Make sense? Okay, other comments?
Oh. You started like this, and then downbeat you went like this. So it's like, yeah, I'm ready, but maybe not.
Too loud.
So, like Lindsay, think about holding their tone in your hand, and then when you do want a decrescendo, it's fine to turn your hand over, but really think about holding something, because they're looking at you for how you want them to sound. And if you're like this, they're like, okay, I got it. So.
I was going to say you responded to comments really well, because between your first run and then hearing a bunch of comments, and then your second run, there was a big difference and a big shift. So you really listened well and were thinking about what you're doing. So
Yeah,
showed
that's
a lot
called
of
meaningful
awareness.
change. That's called meaningful change, and that's great. And the great thing about, well, I think this class is the more open you are to make meaningful change, the more apt you will actually make meaningful change. And you just showed us what that looked like. Nice job. Thank you. Great. Our last cycle one.